Okay. So, like I said, it's COVID time. March 30th was my last day. So, go home, get unemployment. So, I told y'all he lives 6 feet around the goddamn corner in Vader Zim. So, you know, he used COVID as an excuse to not see his child. Furthermore, like we literally live 6 feet around the corner. Now, in February, me and Layla got the flu, which I feel like it was COVID, but that was before they really identified that COVID was COVID. So me and Layla ended up getting the flu. Y'all, that has to be the hardest thing as a parent. You're having the flu as well as your child, and you have to dismiss your symptoms and your feelings, and you can't get no rest because you are trying to make sure that your child is good. So that was like the first time that I really like struggled because I had no energy. I had no appetite. Like I was weak. But I'm over here dismissing all of that because I need my child to get well. So we get over that in February. In March, we get dismissed and I'm getting unemployment. So I'm like, okay, I get a rest. Was not coming over, was not checking on her. Why is your mama all the way in Pompano checking on her and you ain't doing shit and you live 6 feet around the corner? But you know why he wasn't checking on her? Because he's over there. I didn't know. I didn't find this out till later, but I'm going to tell y'all now. He was over there shacked up with some little Spanish girl. I'm talking about gallivant, doing everything over there with her. But you're not coming to see your child. And she's just as much of a dusty as you are because anybody who will sit up there and be with a deadbeat ass nigga and won't be like, you need to see your kids, you're just as much as a crumb bum as he is, bitch. So, anyways, we gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. So, it's COVID 2020. Mind you, my baby is 6 now. And she's about to start kindergarten. So, she doesn't even get the experience that most of us got when it came to kindergarten. This is a pandemic. We've never experienced this before. So, I literally had to become a goddamn teacher. I literally had to guide my kid through kindergarten. I had to be there every day. And I'm working off unemployment. And I'm trying to, we trying to go to the stores. Like, it's shut down. You're not supposed to be on the streets. But, the grocery stores, the main place, the essentials, that's what they said. The essential businesses stayed open. So literally trying to make sure we stay protected, trying to make sure we don't get COVID, trying to make sure my child completes kindergarten and she understands it. Luckily, my child is very smart, very bright. Like, she's reading, she's doing this. And the school that she started kindergarten at was a charter school. So my baby she has chess classes, she has PE, she has art, she has Spanish. She has all these magnificent classes that she's able to be engulfed in. Loved it. But I'm telling y'all, I didn't go to school to be a teacher because I don't want to be no goddamn teacher. I'm a mother, so that's how I teach. But I had to do what I had to do. Oh my God, it was very hard, but I did it. And my baby ended up graduating and going to first grade. But anyway, so y'all know that the year before, I let him file for taxes. So, in 2020, Trump, orange peel face that. Anyway, Trump did the stimulus. But the stimulus, so everybody got the stimulus separate. Y'all know how it went. Everybody got their own separate stimulus. But the parents whoever was a parent, they got an extra stimulus. Y'all. So when it came time for the stimulus to come back out, because mind you, when the first stimulus came out and whatnot, I didn't ask for anything. I didn't bother him. I had my own money. I was whatever. But when Trump made that announcement and said that he was sending out another stimulus, but the stimulus check was going to be deposited into the parent who claimed the child on their taxes last year. So I text him and I'm just like, hey, they're coming out with another stimulus. So what we can do is split it, because I think it was like 1,200 or 600 or something like that. It was around that range. So I'm like, okay, we can split it, because it's not coming to me, it's coming to you, because you filed taxes. You had Layla on your taxes last year. Y'all, when I tell y'all, this man texts me back a long ass paragraph talking about, are you speaking of my money? You can't be talking about my money. We didn't have an agreement to do anything. I'm not doing anything when it comes to my money. Now, mind you, I'm being a teacher. You're not seeing your kid. I'm doing everything in my power. And by this time, it's October. And by this time, now, the stimulus came out that January, I think. I don't remember. I told y'all, the dates may be shaking, but I'm going in order. So at this time, my job is contacting me and asking me, can I come back to work? Can I come back to work? Because they're slowly letting us come back to work. And I was ready to go back to work. I was tired of being cooped up in the house, not having any adults to talk to. You need something other than your kid to talk to every day. So at that point, I'm just I'm at my breaking. By October, I was at my breaking point. He was not coming over. He wasn't getting her. He wasn't doing anything. So when I text him about that money, because I was going to use that money to put Layla in a daycare, because since they were slowly letting people come back to work, I found a daycare where they were accepting kids and they were keeping them in Mod Podge. It was downtown at the Art Institute of Science. Layla loves that place. They have a movie theater, they have otters there, and it's a science place. So they teach them about science and things like that. So I was able to get in there and I got Layla situated, and I was just going to use that money to make sure she had everything that she needed, because by the time it was time for me to go back to work, my unemployment had dried up. I wasn't making any money. So I needed to go back to work. So this nigga proceeds to text me talking about, I don't know what you're talking about. We didn't have any arrangements. This is my money. I'm not doing any of that. And you know how you know that somebody else is texting for somebody? Because he doesn't text like that. And the way the message was set up, he doesn't talk like that. You don't know where periods and semicolons and parentheses and all the shit like that go. You're stupid. So I know that was your fucking mama texting you for me. Texting me for you. I'm talking about telling me I ain't shit. Basically, in a nutshell, you ain't shit. I don't give a fuck what you do. Me going out of my body. When last year you were on your dick, you were on your ass. And once again, I sacrificed me and how I'm feeling because I'm thinking about the betterment of my child. And for you to turn around and spit in my face, telling me you don't owe me shit when you already ain't seen her. You already ain't take care of her. You already don't know her. What do you think that does to a parent? So you know what I did? I ate that shit. I set my child up at that Mod Podge place and I went back to work. Mind you, this bitch ain't got no job, ain't trying to do nothing with his life. You over there shacked up with some little Spanish hoe and you ain't doing nothing. Now, mind you, I didn't know about the girl at all. So we're going to put a pin in that. And I'm going to tell y'all about something else I found out. You see how God works in mysterious ways? God literally loves me. So I already found out you're lacing your motherfucking joints with crack and you smoking that shit in my house around my kid. Dismiss that. Ladies, don't do that. Don't do it. So, like I said, so he had an old cell phone that he wasn't using anymore. And so he gave it to Layla for her to use it as a toy. So one night, I'm just in my room, minding my business. I'm in the living room, minding my business. And Layla is, fumbling around, playing and stuff like that. And she come and brings me the phone because she can't work something. So I get the phone from her to help her. And she's on Tinder. Or was it Plenty of Fish? I don't know. But this nigga had Tinder, Plenty of Fish, all the little let's slide up and fuck apps on his phone. But she had the messages open. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I looked at them messages and it was nothing but messages up and down. I'm talking about thousands and thousands of messages from men and women. I'm talking about little girls, 20-year-olds, dudes. So we gay for pay now? What we doing? And then the messages were so nasty, so vulgar. It's girls up in there talking about, oh, I love what you was doing in the back seat. Come on, I got some money for you. I can pay you for this. I can do this for you. I can pay you and come do this again. So for one, you smoking crack in my house. For two, you around here, you prostituting, basically. You around here prostituting for some money, and then you got the nerve to have a little thought with you too. So both of y'all tag teaming? What's going on? When I tell you I was floored. Now, I know y'all probably thinking, bitch, I don't know why you floored, because shit, at this point, you should be used to it. No. Still operating in flesh. Still, because like I have never been exposed to any of this shit. I was kind of sheltered as a kid. Remember, I told y'all my grandma didn't play the radio with me. So, literally another blow to the fucking chest. But I'm still not thinking about I'm still not thinking about removing my kid from his life, because I wasn't thinking about that. My mindset is, I don't want my kid to hate me. I cannot have my kid hating me, thinking that I took her away from him for my own selfish reasons, which now I'm standing here today, it's not selfish at all. You are protecting your child. Protect your child at all costs, because that will end up eating away at them when they get older. But I digress. So let's go back to me and going back to work. So after he said fuck me when it came to the stimulus, I go back to work and I'm doing this shit all on my own. All on my own. But Gert, she still wasn't able to go back to her office. So in the meantime, before Layla could even get in the Mod Squad, because it started at a certain time, and I had already opted to go back into work. So I, once again, sacrificed myself. And I sent her down to Pompano so that I could go back to work. Once again. So I'm working and I'm trying to do what I need to do to make this money. So doing that, and then finally that deadline comes and Layla can go to Mods. So I get her back. She was only in Pompano for like a week. a week or 2 weeks, but I was still going down there to see her. I was still FaceTiming her when I wasn't going down there. I was making sure my child gonna see my face. She's gonna feel my presence. I'm gonna be there. Like I said, y'all not stopping me from nothing. So doing that, and we're coming up on year 3 in the apartment. Like I said, I'm healing in that apartment. I'm doing what I do. I still got my best friend and my friends and stuff like that. So I'm content for right now. And my rent was going up. Like literally by that point, I was paying $9.75 for a 1-1 on top of utilities, on top of the other bills that I had to pay, like phone, car insurance. Like I didn't have a car note and whatnot. So that was the only weight I didn't have to worry about. Meanwhile, this nigga still not doing what the fuck he's supposed to do. So back to the job. I'm back at the job. Things like that. Months go by.